In this tutorial, we are going to talk about an important topic, that is classroom management. To talk about classroom management, first it is important to know what is classroom management.
Classroom management is a complex set of rules that help us to achieve an effective and meaningful learning process.
The first aspect to have in mind when we talk about classroom management is feedback. That means how you give correction to your students. Feedback determines how it will be your relationship with your students in the future. As example, if you focus just on the bad things that they made, or in their mistake that they made during attacks, they will feel that you are confronting them instead of help them to improve in the future. A second aspect to have in mind when we talk about classroom management is lesson plan. When we are designing our lesson plan, is when our class starts. To create our lesson plan, we need to have some points in mind. One is the kind of activities that we create, the level of English of our students and their age. Also, the objective or purpose of the lesson and the materials that as a teacher you will need to use, and the materials that your students will need to use during the class. A well-prepared lesson plan is a support of what you are teaching. A lesson plan helps you to don't waste time during the class, so your students wouldn't have time to misbehave. The next aspect to have in mind is content. The content take in count the story behind your students, the story behind you as a teacher, if your students have or not special needs, the culture that they had, if they are foreign or not, the time where you do the lesson, the place where you do the lesson also is so important, and the customs that your students have and the customs that you have, because that will produce the different atmosphere created inside the classroom. Another important aspect to have in mind when we are talking about classroom management is rapport. Rapport is the kind of relationship that you create with your students and what your students create between them and with you. A good relationship creates a comfortable atmosphere, make your students feel confident and that they feel able to complete the task that you give to them.
The next aspect to be considered in this tutorial is how to establish rules and procedures. Establishing rules and procedures, at the contrary what people believe, is a negotiation between the participants, teacher and students, and it might be set at the beginning of the class, explaining the reasons behind them, and be maintained until the end of the period. It's highly recommended that these rules might be established as a negotiation, and all of the participants must be agreed on them. The final step on this tutorial is to talk about personal beliefs. It's highly recommended that our personal beliefs must be kept out of the classroom. We have to keep in mind that all of the students are equals, and all of them need our help in equal conditions. So, in order to help our students to develop their skills, we must believe in them and help them no matter who they are, what the context they live, and how they behave inside of the classroom.